What's up everyone? Happy Friday to all. In this video, I'd like to share with you some data and facts that suggest April will be a great recovery month and it's probably the best month to invest in some of the beat up, discounted, high-tech, and emerging market stocks. I will provide you a high overview of what had occurred during the past 12 months on the Nasdaq chart, and specifically within the recent months. I believe we can learn from the past as there are telltale signs of what is to come, as history has a way of repeating itself. I will also share with you which sector I plan to invest to take advantage of this recovery phase. You will definitely want to watch all the way to the end of the video so that you can go make lots of mudas. So stick around. Swadikap, that's hello in Thai. My name is Anthony and welcome to Quantum Finance. I'm a former engineer and data analyst that have turned $50,000 into over $500,000 in 15 months. If you're new, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you for your support. Please note that I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Everything I say in this video is purely for educational and entertainment purpose only. And if you want to get free stocks, be sure to click on the Weibo link below in the description or in my comment section. You'll get 2 stocks up to $1,900 per share like Google stock. Yes, our viewers have received Google stock. All you have to do is set up an account and deposit $100. Also, come join us in the Quantum Finance Patreon for our weekly watch list with buy and exit price points and other great technical analysis to help you make lots of moolah. To join, please click on the Patreon link in the description below or in my comment section. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. First, let's quickly go over the past 12 months of the Nasdaq chart. As we are all aware, early in 2020, the COVID-19 broke out and the market crashed. Then, there was a stimulus package that revived the market. So we went through a massive recovery from April to September. This was during the pre-election period and we had a market correction. It recovered once President Biden was confirmed as the new leader of the free world. Just as we began 2021, the market started to act up again. It began to trade sideways, fluctuating up and down. In February, out of nowhere, the Treasury yield rate increased, which caused a fear of inflation. It was a slow bleed at first, but then it later accelerated as the Treasury yield rate spiked up as high as 50% overnight. This issue was overblown and caused an irrational panic sell. People who were on margin calls were forced to sell. In March, things appeared to have bottomed out and the market started to rebound. But by mid-March, the SLR or the supplementary leverage ratio concern came under light when Fed Chairman Powell allows it to expire. The market dips. Just right after that, there was a China-USA political issue which affected mostly the Chinese stocks. This is also when the SEC started to enforce the Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act. And right after that, the Bill Huang's Archegos capital margin call issue that hit the news. As you can see, the Nasdaq is wanting to go up, but there's so many black swans swarming the market one after another, causing fear and panic sells. Now, many investors are so hesitant to jump back in fear of a bull trap and possible dead cat bounce. The Nasdaq appears to want to be out of the woods as it broke out of its pennant triangle formation. However, there is a resistance above this that it needs to break out of before it is clear sailing ahead. I personally think now is a prime opportunity to take advantage of the market fear. As Warren Buffett's famous quote says, "Be greedy when others are fearful." Now, I'm not suggesting you to go blindly follow Warren Buffett's quote. That would be foolish to do. Before we do that, let's take a look at some of the data to help us make an informed decision to crank up our greed dial. First up, let's look at the fear index or the VIX. As you can see, the VIX has been trending in a trending triangle pendant. As of yesterday, the VIX finally closed its gap that it had created a year ago. I think we can finally assume that the market, psychologically and technically, is out of the pandemic mode and that we will resume in a new normal uptrend. Note that I've stated new normal. In other words, whatever we experienced in year 2020 with the massive gains as the market has officially reset itself. Could we see a massive run again in 2021? Possible, but the odds are lower now that the economy is slowly reopening thanks to the Biden administration for making the vaccines available to the American citizens and that things are appearing to be better than before. Next, let's look at the past 20 years of the Nasdaq performance chart. As you can see, about 15 out of 20 April months are positive, making a 75% probability rate that April 2021 will be green, while only 5 out of 20 are negative or at 25% probability rate. Let's look at the S&P 500 data. Its data show that April is usually a positive month, especially in the past 10 years. Here's another chart that provides an average for the month of April compared to other months. Now let's show you another chart for the post-election year. I've shown this chart multiple times in my other videos. The month of February and March are usually the worst months, and the month of April is usually the best recovery month post-election year. The purple line above is the average of all April months. Now let's look at what we can expect in President Biden's 4-year term. As we can see, the chart supports the prior chart that I just shown you. March is the worst month and April is the best recovery month. What is interesting in this chart is that we can anticipate the market to trade sideways from September of the first year to September in the second year of President Biden's term. Again, these are historical data of prior presidencies. But guess what? Starting in September in the second year going to the third year, the stock market will rally hard and fast. Perhaps this is because everything has been stabilized and every unknown has been answered along the way with the new administration. Hopefully, you now have a better bird's eye view of the market. Now, with the market having been up so many of the high-flying tech stock and high-growth and emerging market stocks, I think now is the time to crank up your greed dial to scoop up those shares if you have not already done so. Hopefully, the month of April will make up the losses that most of us experienced in the month of February and March. The other positive news catalyst is that the President Biden's $2 trillion infrastructure plan, we can see that President Biden is making a strong push to ensure the US will catch up to China in the EV race. Then there's the clean energy sector. Also the fact that we're in a microchip shortages and President Biden is making it a national security concern. So I anticipate this sector to be getting a lot of attention. It's logical to think that the EV, clean energy, and the semiconductor have been hit very hard, sleepy discounted, and will provide the fastest rebound. In the EV sector, I do see NIO, Tesla CCIV, CHIP, PLUG, BLNK, and other stocks to rebound, while clean energy such as solars, such as SNUW, RUN, SPW, FSLR, CSIQ, and other energy stocks. And lastly, the semiconductors, which include NVDA, TSMC, AMD, etc. These will pay off big time in a very short period of investing. Hopefully, this video was educational and provide value to help you become a better and informed trader and investor. So I would greatly appreciate that if you could hit the like button and share the video to help us grow this channel. Also, if you have not already done so, please hit the subscribe button and make sure to hit the alert bell button so that you get my latest video update as I post them. If you like the technical analysis like this, especially with my entry and exit points along with the probability percentage, make sure to join our Quantum Finance Patreon page. Here's what some of our members are saying. Special thanks and shout out to Adam, Sawana, and Steve. Adam Brown stated, quote, "Great call. I've been making lots of moolah with this swing," quote. Suwana Mason Singh said, quote, "Thanks, I have learned a lot. I wish I would have joined earlier. It would have saved me thousands from making mistakes on investing," unquote. And lastly, Steve Berman stated, quote, "Anthony, this is ideal information, especially for a beginner like myself. Best channel on YouTube by far," unquote. So there you have it. If you find the video of value and you have not already done so, please like and share the video. Please also hit the sub button and the alert bell. Thank you, and let's go make lots of moolah.